Hello my crafty friends. I'm so glad you could stop by Cardz TV today. This is Mary and I've got a challenge going on over at my blog. It starts at midnight May 31st. I've challenged the Cardz TV design team to create a card, a craft project, or a scrapbook layout for Father's Day. And you have until June 13th at noon to get your entry in, and the winner will get a set of Cardz TV stamps. And I'll use random.org to pick that winner, and I'll announce it at our next challenge date. Now, I'll be doing a Father's Day card, and I'll use Life is a Beach, a cute little cricket cartridge. I'll use 2 of my stamp sets. This is Cardz TV, A Day at the Beach. And let's see, which one am I using? You're a Lifesaver. And from the Cardz TV Father's Day set, I'm using Dad, You're the Best. So I'll get this moved out of the way and we'll get started on our Father's Day card. We're starting off with a red card base, and this is a landscape style card, and it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I've already gone ahead and added a white mat to this, which is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, and I've put this down with my ATG gun. Next, we're going to add this really cute royal blue and white star paper or cardstock. I love this, and I've gone ahead and added these little brass buttons up in the corner. These are brads, and for that reason, I've got this on 1 thickness of foam tape. Because of the prongs on the back of the brads, this is not going to go down flat, but I like the dimension that it adds to the front of the card. Now, this cardstock came from the Doodlebug 6x6 paper pack called Stars and Stripes. You can pick this up over at the Royal Castle Shop on Facebook, and I'll have a link to that at the end of the video. And these cute little brass brads, these little buttons, came from this set I got at Hobby Lobby. This is Spare Parts, the Paper Studio, and they're gold, silver, copper, and then these down here are the brass color, which is what I used, and this is a burnished brass, and they come in several different sizes, but I think I used the larger size. But I've got one in each corner. I'm going to take the backing off this foam tape and get these this put down to the front, and then I'll show you what comes next. Next, we're going to add this red border, and I used my EK Success scallop punch to punch that out. I started out with the red cardstock at 1 inch, but by the time I punched it, it became 3/4 of an inch, and this is 5 1/4 inches long. So I'm going to take my ATG gun, get this added right about here. The next thing we're going to add to this little nautical Father's Day card is a little Lifesaver, and I love how this turned out. I cut this out of white cardstock and red cardstock, and I took my white gel pen and put some stitching on the red, and then I took some crochet thread, which looks like rope, like you use on a boat. I've got 2 strands through here. I doubled it and ran it through the little holes on the Lifesaver, and then ran it through the top, and I've tied this in a knot. And I've got this on 1 thickness of foam tape, and I'm going to add this right about here. You'll find this Lifesaver in the Life is a Beach cartridge on page 80. There it is right there. You cut this out of white and then come over to layers, and you'll hit shift and layers, and it cuts out the 4 red pieces, and it'll also cut out a piece to go around like it's going through the holes in the Lifesaver like I did with the crochet thread, but it didn't look very good, and I really like the crochet thread through there better. It looks more realistic. But if you don't want to use the crochet thread, you can certainly use this little rope cutout. And I've cut this out at 3 inches. That's the Lifesaver and the layers. Next, I cut out this little anchor. I've got a red shadow, and then the anchor's in blue. This is also on 1 thickness of foam tape, and I'm going to add that right down there. And this is also in the Life is a Beach cartridge, and it's on page 76. There we go. Here is the anchor that I cut out in blue, and then here is the shadow for it that I cut in red, and I cut this at 2 inches. I also cut an anchor and a shadow at 1.5 inches. That's going on the inside out of that same blue and red. So I'll get that put on, and then for my sentiment on the front, "You're a Lifesaver," I cut a banner, and I've inked around this as well as the Lifesaver very lightly with some Tim Holtz Tea-Dye Distress ink, and I stamped my sentiment using some Memento Tuxedo Black ink, and I'm just going to add this right here. So I'm going to finish getting everything adhered to the front, and then I'll show you the inside. Here's the front of my card all adhered down. I love this Lifesaver. It just looks so real. Now, I've already gone ahead and done the inside, and I kept it pretty simple. Here's that other anchor I cut out at 1.5 inches, and I've put some of that crochet thread through that as well, and I adhered the end over here with a glue dot just to hold it in place. Now the blue and white star border is 2 inches by 5.5 inches, and the white sentiment mat is 3 inches by 4 inches. And I used the Cardz TV Father's Day stamp set and stamped "Dad, You're the Best" using Memento Tuxedo Black ink. And then I took my black Zig gel pen to break up that white mat somewhat. And I've done some dashes and dots all around the edge, and that really helps it stand out, I think, from that red paper. So there we go. There's my Father's Day card for the Father's Day Challenge over at Cardz TV. I hope you'll come and join us, guys. It'll be a lot of fun. Thank you so much for stopping by and spending some time with me today, and I'll see you again soon. Bye now.